Okay, imagine this. It's a bright, sunny Saturday morning. The kind of day where the sun shines just right, the birds are chirping, and everything feels calm and happy. I'm sitting on my porch just chilling. My name's Jake, and I'm a regular guy. Nothing fancy about me. I like my lemonade cold, my chair comfy, and my day peaceful. I've got this new toy though, a smart doorbell. It's this little gadget stuck to my front door and it blinks at me like it's saying, "Hey, I'm watching everything." It's cool because it has a camera inside so I can see who's coming and going. Pretty neat, right? Now let me tell you about my neighborhood. It's a quiet place full of houses with green lawns and big trees. People here are nice. They wave when they walk by, say hi with big smiles, and sometimes even bring cookies just because. It's the kind of spot where kids ride bikes and dogs chase balls. You get the vibe. It's friendly, cozy, and easy. Most days I sit on my porch, sip my lemonade, and watch the world go by. Life's good. But then there's Karen. Oh boy, Karen's not like the rest. She's not waving or smiling or bringing cookies. Nope, Karen's the HOA queen. HOA means Homeowners Association, which is like a club that makes rules for the neighborhood. Karen acts like she's the boss of it, like she owns every house, every tree, every blade of grass on this street. She's always stomping around, her nose in the air, looking for something to complain about. If your trash cans out too long, she's mad. If your flowers aren't perfect, she's mad. If you breathe too loud, guess what? She's mad. Everyone knows her and everyone whispers about her. Watch out for Karen, they say. She's trouble. So there I am on my porch that Saturday, minding my own business. My smart doorbell's blinking away, keeping an eye on things. I'm not bothering anybody, just enjoying the sun and my drink. The lemonade's sweet and cold, just how I like it. I see Mr. Johnson across the street watering his plants. He waves at me and I wave back. Mrs. Carter walks her little dog and it yaps at a squirrel. Normal stuff, you know, everything's fine. But then I see her, Karen. She's marching down the sidewalk like she's on a mission. Her face is all scrunched up and her arms are swinging fast. She's wearing this bright yellow shirt that hurts my eyes a little and her hair's bouncing like it's mad too. I don't know what's got her worked up this time, but I can tell it's something. She's coming closer and my stomach does a tiny flip. Oh, what now? Hey, you watching this from your couch? I say, imagining you're out there listening. Where are you at today? Drop it in the comments below. And if you love crazy stories like this, hit that subscribe button. I've got more coming your way. I mean it too. This story about to get wild and I want you along for the ride. Karen stops right in front of my house. She's staring at my door. No, not my door, my doorbell, that little blinking gadget. Her eyes get all narrow, like she's trying to figure it out. I sip my lemonade and watch her, pretending I don't notice, but inside I'm thinking, oh no, here we go. She points at it, her finger jabbing the air like it's a sword. What's that thing? She yells, loud enough for the whole street to hear. I blink at her. It's a doorbell, I say, nice and calm. A smart one. She doesn't like that answer, not one bit. Her face turns red like a big angry apple. That's not allowed, she shouts. HOA rules say no fancy stuff like that. You're breaking the rules, Jake. I tilt my head. Breaking the rules? It's just a doorbell. It's not like I painted my house purple or parked a rocket in the yard. But Karen's already puffing up, ready to fight. She's the queen, remember. And queens don't like it when you do something they didn't say yes to. I try to stay cool. It's just a camera, Karen, I tell her, keeps things safe. But she's not listening. She's shaking her head so hard I think it might fall off. No, 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 she snaps. You don't get to decide what's safe. I do. I'm calling the cops. The cops for a doorbell. I almost laugh, but she's serious. She pulls out her phone and starts dialing, muttering about troublemakers and spies. Spies? It's a doorbell, not a secret agent. Here's a question for you. Have you ever met someone who thinks they're the boss of everyone? What would you do if they messed with you? Think about it, because Karen about to mess with me big time. Stick around, this gets juicy. Now let me paint the picture some more. My porch is small but nice. It's got a wooden railing and a big chair where I sit. The lemonade's in a glass with ice and it's sweating a little because it's so cold. The sun's high in the sky, making everything warm and bright. My house is yellow, not too bright, just soft and happy. The doorbell's right by the door, a little black box with a blue light that blinks every few seconds. It's not big or loud or scary, it's just there. But to Karen, it's like I put up a giant sign saying, I don't care about your rules. She's still yelling into her phone. Yes, hello 911, I've got a problem here. There's a guy with an illegal camera. I can hear the operator on the other end, all calm, asking questions. Karen's not calm though. She's packing back and forth, throwing her hands up like she's in a big drama show. Neighbors start peeking out. Mr. Johnson turns off his hose and stares. Mrs. Carter's dog stops yapping and tilts its head. Everyone, wondering what's going on. Me. I just sip my lemonade and wait. I've got a feeling this isn't going to go how Karen thinks. See, Karen's used to getting her way. She's been the HOA queen forever. If she says your grass is too tall, you cut it. If she says your mailbox is ugly, you change it. People don't fight back because she's loud and pushy and nobody wants the headache. But I'm not scared of her, not today. That doorbell, it's more than just a gadget. It's got a secret, one Karen doesn't know about yet. And when she finds out, oh boy, she's in for a surprise. Let's rewind a bit. I moved here a few months ago. Nice place, like I said. I didn't know much about the HOA at first. They sent me a big packet of rules, stuff like no loud music and keep your yard clean. Fine by me, I'm not a troublemaker. I like things simple. But then I met Karen. First day, she came over and told me my welcome mat was too colorful. I thought she was joking. She was. Since then, she's been watching me like a hawk, waiting for me to mess up. And now, with this doorbell, she thinks she's got me. The thing is, I'm not just some guy who sits around all day. I've got a job, a cool one, but I don't tell people about it. It's more fun that way. And this doorbell, it's part of something bigger. Karen thinks she's the queen, but she's about to find out she's not the only one with power around here. I lean back in my chair, the ice clinking in my glass. The sun's still shining, the birds are still singing, and Karen's still yelling. But I'm not worried, not one bit. She hangs up the phone and glares at me. The cops are coming, she says, all smug. You're in big trouble now, Jake. I nod real slow. Okay, Karen, I say, let's see what they think. She smirks, thinking she's won already. She doesn't know the storm that's brewing, not a rainstorm, nope, a storm of truth, and it's about to hit her right in the face. So that's where it starts. A sunny day, a cold drink, a blinking doorbell, and a very mad Karen. Sounds simple, right? But trust me, it's not. This story's got twists and turns, and I can't wait to tell you what happens next. Picture me there on my porch, watching it all unfold. Picture Karen thinking she's the smartest person on the street. And picture that doorbell quietly blinking, holding secrets she can't even dream of. Stick with me because this is just the beginning. You're not gonna believe where this goes. Ready for more? Let's keep roll. Alright, let's dive into the next part of this crazy story. Picture this, I'm still on my porch sipping my lemonade when Karen spots my smart doorbell. It's this cool little thing, sleek, shiny, and black, with a tiny blue light that blinks like it's winking at me. I think it's awesome. It's got a camera inside, so I can see who's at my door even if I'm not home. Pretty neat, right? But Karen, oh no, she doesn't think it's neat at all. To her, it's like a big, scary monster sitting on my house. She's walking down the street, her eyes sharp like a hawk's when she sees it. Her head snaps toward my porch so fast I think it might spin right off. Her face turns red, redder than a big, juicy tomato you'd see at the grocery store. She stops dead in her tracks right there on the sidewalk and stares at my doorbell like it's the worst thing she's ever seen. Then she marches over, her feet stomping hard on the ground. She's mad, really mad. I can tell because her hands are balled up into fists and her mouth is all tight and grumpy. That thing's illegal, she yells, pointing at my doorbell like it's some kind of dangerous beast. Her voice is so loud it bounces off the houses around us. I blink at her, surprised. Illegal, it's just a doorbell, but Karen's not done. It's not on the HOA approval list, she shouts. The HOA is this group that makes rules for our neighborhood and Karen's the boss of it, or at least she thinks she is. She's got this big list of stuff we're allowed to do and stuff we're not. And my shiny new doorbell. Nope, it's not on her precious list. I'm still sitting there, my lemonade glass cold in my hand, the ice clinking a little. Karen, I say, nice and calm, it's just a camera, it keeps my house safe. I figure if I explain it, she'll chill out. But nope, she doesn't even listen. Her eyes get all big and wild and she shakes her head like I just said something crazy. A camera, she screeches. That's even worse, you're spying on us. You're a rule breaker, Jake. Spying on who? The squirrels. I almost laugh, but she's too busy freaking out to notice. She pulls out her phone, her fingers jabbing at the screen like she's mad at it too. I'm calling the cops, she says, loud enough for the whole street to hear. The cops for a doorbell. I lean back in my chair watching her. She's dialing 911 right there in front of me, packing back and forth like a tiger in a cage. Yes, hello, she yells into the phone. There's a guy here with an illegal camera. He's breaking all the rules. As I can hear the lady on the other end, all calm and quiet, asking stuff like, what's the problem? And is anyone hurt? But Karen's not calm. She's waving her free hand around, her voice getting higher and higher. He's a spy, a troublemaker, you need to come right now. Neighbors start peeking out their windows. I see curtains wiggle and heads pop up. Mr. Johnson, the old guy across the street, steps onto his porch with his watering can still in his hand, staring at us. Mrs. Carter's little dog yaps once, then stops, like even it's confused. They're all shaking their heads, probably thinking, oh no, Karen's at it again. But me, I just smile, not a big smile, just a little one, like I know something they don't, because I do. Karen has no idea what's coming, and it's gonna be good. See, Karen's always been like this. She's the kind of person who loves bossing people around. Ever since I moved here, she's been on my case. First, it was my welcome mat. She said it was too colorful and didn't match the neighborhood. Then it was my trash cans. She said I left them out too long after pickup day. One time, she even told me my grass was too tall, even though it was barely an inch high. She's got rules for everything, and she makes some of them up just because she can. Everyone knows it. The neighbors roll their eyes when she walks by, but they don't argue. Why? Because Karen's loud and she never stops. She wears you down until you just say, fine, whatever, and do what she wants. She thinks I'm like that too. She thinks I'm some pushover who's gonna jump up, rip that doorbell off my house, and beg her to forgive me. Oh please, Queen Karen, I'm so sorry. That's what she's expecting. She's standing there, phone to her ear, smirking like she's already won. She thinks she's got me trapped, like a mouse in a corner. But here's the thing, I'm not a mouse. I'm not scared of her. And I've got a little secret up my sleeve, something she doesn't know about yet. It's gonna flip her whole world upside down, and I can't wait to see her face when it happens. Let's back up a bit. I've been living here a few months now. It's a nice place, quiet, friendly, all that good stuff. When I got here, I didn't know much about the HOA. They sent me this big packet of papers with rules like no loud parties and keep your yard neat. Easy peasy, right? I'm not a wild guy. I like my lemonade, my porch, and my peace. But then Karen showed up, and suddenly it's like I can't do anything right. She's always watching, always waiting for me to mess up. And now, with this doorbell, she thinks she's finally caught me doing something big. The doorbell's not even a big deal. It's small, about the size of a candy bar, and it sticks to the wall with some tape. It's got a button you press and that little camera inside. If someone rings it, I can see them on my phone. That's it. It's not loud or ugly or dangerous. But to Karen, it's like I put up a giant sign saying, I don't care about your rules. She's huffing and puffing, still talking to the 911 lady. Yes, it's a camera, she says. He's watching us all. It's not safe. I sip my lemonade, the ice melting a little now. Watching us? Lady, the only thing I'm watching is you making a fool of yourself. The sun's still shining, bright and warm. My porch feels nice with that soft breeze blowing by. My house is yellow, not too bright, just happy, and the doorbell's right there by the door, blinking away. Karen's packing in my yard now, her shoes squishing the grass. She's so mad she doesn't even notice she's stepping on my flowers. I could tell her to stop, but nah, let her dig her own hole. She's good at that. She hangs up the phone and spins around to face me. The cops are coming, she says, her voice all sharp and mean. You're in big trouble now, Jake. She crosses her arms, standing there like she's the sheriff in an old cowboy movie. She's so sure of herself, so sure she's right. She thinks the police are gonna roll up, see my doorbell, and haul me off to jail. In her head, she's already the hero of the neighborhood, saving everyone from the evil doorbell guy. I look at her real calm. Okay, Karen, I say, let's see what they think. My voice is quiet, not mad or scared, just chill. She smirks again like she's got a secret weapon. But here's the funny part, I'm the one with the secret, not her. She's got no clue what's really going on. That doorbell, it's more than just a camera. It's part of something bigger, something I've been keeping quiet about. And when the cops get here, it's not gonna go the way she thinks. Not even close. Karen's always been the queen around here. She walks around like she owns the street, telling people what to do. If your dog barks, she's at your door. If your car parked a little crooked, she's writing you a note. She's got this big book of HOA rules and she waves it around like it's the law. but I've seen her break her own rules, like when she leaves her trash cans out all week, or when she yells so loud it's louder than any party. She doesn't care though, she thinks she's above it all. Not today though, today she's picked the wrong fight. She thinks I'm just some guy who's gonna back down. She thinks I'll pull that doorbell off and say, "Sorry, Karen, you win." But I'm not that guy. I've got something she doesn't expect, and it's gonna hit her like a big surprise party she didn't sign up for. I sip my lemonade again, the glass sweaty in my hand. The ice is almost gone now, but I don't mind. I'm cool as can be because I know what's coming. The neighbors are still watching. Mr. Johnson's leaning on his porch rail now, his watering can forgot. Mrs. Carter's holding her dog, whispering to it like it's part of the drama. They're all waiting to see what happens next. Karen's standing there all proud and loud, thinking she's in charge. But me, I'm just smiling. That little secret I've got, it's gonna turn this whole thing around. Karen's world is about to flip, and she doesn't even see it coming. So there we are. Karen's mad, the cops are on their way, and I'm just chilling with my lemonade. The tension's building like a storm cloud rolling in slow. She thinks she's got me, she thinks she's won, but she's wrong. Stick around, because this is where it starts to get really fun. Alright, let's keep this story rolling. A few days go by after Karen's big meltdown about my doorbell. The sun's still shining, the birds are still chirping, and I'm still sipping lemonade on my porch like nothing's wrong. But Karen, oh, she's not letting this go. She's on a mission now, like a dog chasing a bone. She's mad, and she's not gonna stop until she gets that shiny, blinking doorbell off my house. She thinks she's the queen of the neighborhood, and I'm just some guy who's gonna bow down to her. But I've got a trick or two she doesn't see coming. One afternoon, I'm sitting there watching a squirrel run across my yard when I hear it, bang, bang, bang. Someone's pounding on my door like they're trying to break it down. I get up real slow and peek through the window. Yup, it's Karen. She's standing there, her face all scrunched up and red again, like she's about to explode. In her hand, she's waving this crumpled up piece of paper. It's all wrinkly and torn, like she's been carrying it around for days. I open the door, and before I can even say hi, she's yelling. "Take it down, Jake," she snaps, pointing at my doorbell. "Take that thing down or else." Her voice is loud and sharp, like a teacher scolding a kid who forgot his homework. She shoves the paper at me, and I see it's some HOA rule sheet. There's a bunch of words on it, but she's circled one part in big, messy red marker. It says something about no unapproved gadgets. She's shaking the paper in my face like it's proof I'm the worst guy ever. "This says you can't have that camera," she shouts. "You're breaking the rules." I look at her, then at the paper, then back at her. I don't say much, just shrug my shoulders, nice and easy. "Okay, Karen," I tell her, calm as can be. "Let's see what the cops think." That's all I say. No yelling, no fighting, just those simple words. But oh boy, does that make her happy. Her eyes light up and she smirks, this big mean grin spreading across her face. She thinks she's won. In her head, she's already picturing me ripping that doorbell off the wall, saying, "Sorry, Karen, you're right." She's so sure the cops are gonna show up and take her side. She crosses her arms, all proud, and stomps off, muttering something about teaching me a lesson. But here's the thing she doesn't know. I've been watching her. Yup, that little doorbell she hates so much, it's been busy. Every time Karen storms by my house, it's recording her. It's got a camera, remember, and that camera doesn't miss a thing. When she yells at the kids riding their bikes too fast, it's on video. When she glares at Mr. Johnson's trash cans like they're her worst enemy, it's on video. When she kicks over a flower pot because it's in her way, guess what? Yup, on video. I've got a whole playlist of her tantrums saved up on my phone, like a movie starring Karen the HOA queen. And trust me, it's about to get interesting. Days keep passing and Karen keeps coming back. She's like a buzzing fly you can't swat away. One time she leaves a note taped to my door. It's written in big angry letters, "Take down that camera or you'll be sorry." Another time she stands in my yard yelling at me while I mow the grass. "You're in big trouble, Jake," she hollers. "The cops are coming for you." I just wave at her nice and friendly and keep mowing. She doesn't like that, not one bit. She stomps off again, her shoes kicking up dirt. She's so mad she doesn't even see the neighbors watching her, shaking their heads like they're tired of her nonsense. But me, I'm not worried. I've got my lemonade, my porch, and my secret weapon, that doorbell. Every time Karen flips out, I check my phone and smile. There's another clip of her being mean or loud or bossy. It's like collecting trading cards, but instead of cool pictures, it's Karen having a fit. I've got hours of this stuff now. Hours, and I'm not just keeping it for fun. Nope. It's all part of something bigger, something Karen's gonna wish she never messed with. Then one night, it happens. I'm inside eating a sandwich and watching TV when I hear this sound, wee-oo, wee-oo. Sirens. I look out the window and there they are, red and blue lights flashing in the dark. A police car pulls up right in front of my house, its tires crunching on the gravel. My heart does a little jump, not because I'm scared, but because I've been waiting for this. I step onto my porch, still holding my sandwich, and see Karen standing there in my yard. She's got her arms crossed, her chin up high, and this smug look on her face like she's the smartest person ever. "Finally," she crows, loud and proud. "The cops are here, arrest this rule breaker, officers." She's pointing at me, then at my doorbell like it's some big crime scene. Two cops step out of the car, tall guys with shiny badges and serious faces. Karen's practically bouncing, she's so excited. She thinks this is it, the moment she wins, the moment I lose. She's waiting for them to grab me, maybe even put handcuffs on me and drag me away. In her head, she's already the hero, telling everyone how she saved the neighborhood from the evil doorbell guy. But something's off. The cops aren't even looking at her, not at all. They don't even glance her way. Instead, they're walking straight toward me, right up my porch steps. Karen's still yelling, "That's him, that's the guy," but they act like she's not even there. And here's the weird part, they're smiling. Yup, smiling, big friendly grins like we're old buddies. I put my sandwich down and step forward, giving them a little wave. "Hey guys," I say, all casual. One of them nods back. "Hey Jake," he says. "Good to see you." Karen's face freezes. Her smirk disappears like someone just turned off a light. What?" she stammers, her voice all shaky. She's confused, and I love it. The cops aren't mad. They're not here to arrest me. They're acting like we're friends. And that's when it hits me, this is gonna be even better than I thought. My doorbell, been recording, sure, but there's more to this story. Something Karen doesn't know yet. Something that's gonna make her wish she'd left me and my doorbell alone. Let's rewind a bit. See, I've been quiet about my job. I don't tell people much because it's more fun that way. But I'm not just some guy who sits on a porch all day. I help out with stuff like keeping the neighborhood safe. And that doorbell, it's not just for me. It's been catching things like Karen being a bully, and I've been sharing it with some people who care. People like these cops, they've been watching too, and they're not here for me. They're here because of her. Karen's still standing there, her mouth open like a fish. She doesn't get it yet. She thinks she called the cops on me, but she's about to find out she's the one in trouble. I lean against my porch rail, crossing my arms, and watch her. The cops turn toward her now, and their smiles fade. "Ma'am," one of them says, all serious, "we need to talk to you." Her eyes go wide and she takes a step back. "Me," she squeaks. "Why me?" I don't say anything. I don't have to. The doorbell done its job, and so have I. All those tantrums, all that yelling, it's all caught on camera, and it's about to come crashing down on her. She thought she was the queen, but she's not anymore. The cops are here, the lights are flashing, and this night's just getting started. Stick around, because the best part's coming next. Okay, here we go. This is the big moment. The cops are at my house, their car lights flashing red and blue in the dark. I'm standing on my porch, still holding half a sandwich, when they knock on my door. Bang, bang, bang. It's loud, but I'm not scared. Karen's right there in my yard, practically dancing with glee. She's so happy she's bouncing on her toes, her arms swinging like she's won a prize. She thinks I'm toast, like done for, finished, in big trouble. In her head, the cops are here to grab me and drag me away because of my doorbell. She's grinning like a cat that caught a mouse. I open the door nice and slow and peek out. 2 cops are standing there, tall and serious, with shiny badges on their shirts. Karen's yelling from behind them, "That's him, arrest him." But then something crazy happened. One of the cops looks at me and smiles, not a mad smile, a friendly one. "Hey Jake," he says, all cheerful, "got your message." "My message?" "Yup," he said it, "my message." I grin back, big and wide, because this is it. This is the moment everything flips. Karen's jaw drops, like her mouth falls open so fast I think it might hit the ground. "Message," she says, her voice all squeaky and confused. "What message?" She's staring at the cops, then at me, then back at the cops. She doesn't get it. She thought she called them here to get me, but now they're acting like we're buddies. I don't concurrent say anything yet. Instead, I pull my phone out of my pocket, nice and slow, like it's no big deal. "Check this out," I say to the cops, holding it up so they can see. I hit play on a video, one of the many I've got from my smart doorbell. The screen lights up and there's Karen. It's from last week. She's standing in my driveway screaming at a delivery guy. He's just a kid, maybe a teenager, holding a pizza box and looking scared. Karen's yelling so loud you can hear every word. "You're late, you're ruining everything," she shouts, waving her arms like a crazy person. But then it gets worse. She steps closer and bam, she shoves him hard. The kid stumbles back, almost dropping the pizza, and runs off. The video stops and I look at the cops. They're not smiling anymore. Their faces are all serious now and they're frowning. "Ma'am," one cop says, turning to Karen. His voice is low and stern, like a teacher who's done playing around. "That's assault. Assault means hurting someone on purpose, and it's a big deal." Karen's eyes go wide, like 2 big saucers. What?" she stammers, tripping over her words. "No, that's not true. He's the criminal." She points at me, her finger shaking. She's trying to turn it around, make it my fault. She thinks she can talk her way out of this, like always. But I'm not done yet. Oh no, I've got more. I swipe on my phone and pull up another video. "Here's more," I say, calm as can be. This one's from a few days ago. It's Karen again, stomping down the street. She stops at Mrs. Carter's house and kicks over a little sign that says welcome. It falls into the grass and Karen just keeps walking, muttering about ugly junk. The cops watch, their frowns getting deeper. I swipe again, another clip. This time, Karen's yelling at some kids playing soccer. One of them kicks the ball too close to her and she grabs it, tosses it into the street and screams, "Go play somewhere else." The kids run off, scared. I've got a whole bunch of these, clip after clip of Karen being mean, loud, and bossy. My smart doorbell's been her worst enemy this whole time, catching every tantrum, every shove, every kick. She thought it was just a silly camera breaking her rules, but it's been watching her, saving everything. And now the cops are seeing it all. Karen's face goes white, like all the color just drained out of her. She's not dancing anymore. She's not smirking. She's just standing there looking small and lost. But here's the best part, the big reveal. One of the cops looks at Karen, then back at me. "Jake, with us," he says, loud enough for her to hear. "He's been helping us keep an eye on the neighborhood." Boom, there it is. Karen's head snaps up and her mouth opens again, but no words come out. She's too shocked. The cop keeps going. "That doorbell, it's been recording stuff we need to know about, like this." He nods at my phone where the videos are still playing. That's right, I'm no ordinary guy. I'm not just some dude sipping lemonade all day. I've been working with the police. They asked me to help out a while back because some weird stuff was happening around here, little fights, broken stuff, people complaining. They wanted someone to watch quietly and I said sure. My doorbell, been my helper, catching all the trouble. And Karen, she's been the biggest trouble of all. She thought she was the queen, bossing everyone around, but I've been the one with the real power, keeping things safe. Karen stammers again. But he's breaking the rules," she says, her voice all weak now. The cop shakes his head. "No, ma'am," he says, "you are." He points at my phone. "We've got proof. Shoving people, breaking things, that's not okay." Karen takes a step back, her hands shaking. She's not the queen anymore. She's just a lady who got caught being mean and now she's in trouble, big trouble. I lean against my door, grinning. The cops nod at me like we're a team. "Thanks, Jake," one says. "This helps a lot." I nod back. "No problem," I say. Karen's still standing there looking like she wants to disappear. She thought she was calling the cops on me, but it's the other way around. My doorbell didn't just catch her tantrums, it caught her breaking the law, and now she's gonna have to face it. The night's dark, but those flashing lights make everything bright. The neighbors are peeking out again, watching it all go down. Karen's not yelling now. She's quiet, her head down. The cops start talking to her, asking questions about the videos. She mumbles answers, but she's not fighting anymore. She knows she's lost. And me, I'm just standing there feeling pretty good. My little secret's out, and it's a big one. Karen messed with the wrong guy and the wrong doorbell. Here we are, the part where it all wraps up. The cops are standing in my yard and Karen's world is falling apart. Her face goes white like a ghost you'd see in a spooky story. She's not yelling or smirking anymore. She's just staring, her eyes big and scared as the cops pull out their handcuffs. They're shiny and metal and they click when they snap shut. One cop grabs her arm, gentle but firm, and puts those handcuffs right on her wrists. Click, click, she's trapped now and she knows it. "This is a mistake," she yells, her voice all high and shaky. "You've got the wrong person." She's twisting around, trying to pull her hands free, but the handcuffs don't budge. The cops don't listen to her either. They've seen the proof, those videos from my smart doorbell showing her shoving the delivery guy, kicking signs, and tossing that kid's soccer ball. It's all right there on my phone, clear as day. They don't need to hear her excuses. It's too late for that. She's going with them whether she likes it or not. One cop opens the back door of the police car and the other guides Karen toward it. She's still shouting, "I didn't do anything wrong, it's Jake's fault." But nobody's buying it. The cop says, "Ma'am, calm down, we'll sort this out at the station." The station, that's where they take people who break the law. Karen's face gets even paler, if that's possible. She doesn't want to go, but she doesn't have a choice. They help her into the car and she flops onto the seat, still muttering and shaking her head. The door slams shut, bang, and that's that. The cop car starts up, its engine rumbling. Those red and blue lights are still flashing, spinning around like a wild light show. The neighbors are watching now, peeking out their windows and stepping onto their porches. As the car pulls away, tires crunching on the road, something cool happens. People start cheering. Yup, cheering. Mr. Johnson claps his hands and yells, "Good riddance." Mrs. Carter's little dog barks like it's happy too. A couple of kids down the street jump up and down, waving like it's a parade. Everyone's glad to see Karen go. She's been a bully for so long, and now she's finally getting what she deserves. Me, I just lean against my door nice and easy. I pick up my lemonade glass, it's still cold, with a little ice left, and take a sip. The sweet taste feels extra good right now. My trusty doorbell's still there, blinking its little blue light like it's winking at me. Good job, I think to it. That tiny gadget did all this, caught Karen being mean and helped the cops take her away. I give it a little nod, like we're a team. The night's quiet again, except for the neighbors' happy chatter. The air feels fresh, like a big storm just passed and left everything clean. A bit later, things get even better. People start coming by my house. First, it's Mr. Johnson. He walks over, his slippers flapping on the sidewalk, and shakes my hand. "Thanks, Jake," he says, his voice all gruff but nice. "Karen's been yelling at me about my trash cans for years. You finally stopped her." I smile and say, "No problem." Then Mrs. Carter comes, her little dog trotting behind her. "She kicked my welcome sign last month," she tells me. "I'm so glad you had that camera." I nod and pet her dog, who licks my hand. Even the kids from down the street show up, holding their soccer ball. "She was so mean to us," one says. "Thanks for making her go away." It turns out, Karen's been a bully forever, not just to me, to everyone. She's been bossing people around, making up rules, and scaring folks for years. If your grass was too long, she'd bang on your door. If your car was parked funny, she'd leave nasty notes. If kids laughed too loud, she'd yell until they ran off. Nobody liked her, but nobody knew how to stop her. She was the HOA queen, and she acted like she owned the whole street. But my videos, they changed everything. They showed the cops and everyone else what she was really like. Now she's gone, and it's like a big weight lifted off the neighborhood. The street feels different now. Lighter, happier, like we all won something big. The next day, the sun's shining bright again and people are outside more. Mr. Johnson's watering his plants, whistling a tune. Mrs. Carter's walking her dog and it's yapping at squirrels like nothing's wrong. The kids are kicking their soccer ball, laughing loud, not scared of Karen anymore. Even the air smells better, fresh and free. I sit on my porch watching it all and it feels good. Real good. Okay, here's the big finish. So listen up, sometimes the smallest things like my little doorbell can beat the biggest bullies. Crazy, right? That tiny gadget took down Karen, the HOA queen, when she thought she was untouchable. People who act all big and bossy like they're better than everyone. They don't expect the truth to hit back, but it does, and it's awesome when it happens. My doorbell showed that. It stayed quiet, watched everything, and then bam, it changed the game. Here, what I want you to remember: stay smart, stand strong, and don't let anyone push you around. You're tougher than you think, even if you feel small sometimes. You've got power inside you, just like I had in that doorbell. Use it when you need to and watch the bullies run. What about you? Ever had a cringe moment, someone being mean or bossy? Tell me in the comments below. And if this story made your heart beat fast, give it a thumbs up. I loved sharing it with you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.